Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Phil, owner of Phil's Lawn Care, and in today's video, we got something from Teslong I'm going to show you. I do want to give them a big shout out for sending me this 7-inch inspection camera. And if you would like more information about it, I'll have a link in the description down below. It comes in the case. It also comes in various lengths of cable camera cord. Now this is, I believe, a 5 meter. They do sell them in like 1 meter, 3 meter. If you're wanting a shorter one, let's say you're doing automotive inspections where you need a small camera, I would get the 1 meter one. However, they sent me one with a 5. Again, it'll be good for like plumbing work, stuff around the house, but something this long for automotive, probably not. For recharging, it comes with a USB cable, and then you also get this plastic little casing here with different attachments. So hooks. I wish they had a little magnet pickup tool, but they don't. So that comes with it. And of course you got your instruction manual, your return, and your warranty. You fill that out to activate your warranty. Here's the display itself. So let's go kind of over it before we even turn it on. On the bottom here, you have a USB Type-C for recharging. And the cool thing is it comes with a micro SD. I think there's 16 or 32 gigabytes on here. And this little dust flap closes to kind of keep the dust away. Swinging around on the left side, nothing. On the right side, you have a not a camera button, but a flashlight button. So it has really bright, 6 bright LEDs that will illuminate, you know, engine compartments or whatever you're trying to get more light shining towards. So you can do that. That's pretty cool. This port here is for your camera connection, and I'll show you how to line that up. You got a little lanyard hook there. On the back side, one more little hook for a lanyard. You have a reset button as well if you want to reset it completely. You can also display this on a big screen. So you have HDMI, you have a speaker port. We'll get to that in a minute of what it does, and also a kickstand. You can also take this kickstand off if you don't, you know, display this like that. It's pretty cool, huh? You can take it off if you need to. One thing I really like about the ergonomics of this is just the feel of how it feels in the hand. So they got little soft grips here where your thumb will be. You're basically holding this as if you're holding a camcorder. So it's pretty nice. It feels really nice in the hand and really nice to move around. I mean, it's not going to slip off because of the grips that you get on the back side here. So really nice, really convenient, feels really good in the hands. Let's jump right into turning it on. So let's turn it on. Not to mention, right, the 1080p HD 7-inch screen. So pretty big screen. We'll get the camera tied in. I'll show you what exactly it looks like. The top left, you got your mode, and you can switch through the modes by pressing the M button. So you can go from recording video to what you got stored inside of your gallery. I already kind of used it. And then going back to camera. So camera, video, and gallery are your 3 modes. And then you have your settings. So if you are, or you're up and down. So if you are trying to flip through your gallery, you have your gallery there. Also, you have a settings button to where you have settings displayed. One thing is, I wish it was touchscreen. That would be pretty cool. But you do have to kind of scroll through your settings. So if you press the settings button again, you can go from camera settings to the actual system settings just by pressing the camera button. There is no left and right, okay? So if we want a camera settings resolution, you can set that to 1080p or 720. Probably to save battery, you can do 720, but honestly, the battery life on this is pretty good. I haven't recharged it for about a month, so it's still full battery. I've used it a handful of times. Date stamp, you can do that. I'd keep that on. And then shutter sound, you can also keep that on just to know that you've taken the picture or whatever. Other settings, now you have your automatic shutdown. Now I would keep this up to 5 minutes just in case, let's say you forget, you throw this inside of your toolbox right? You're done with it, you throw it inside and you get busy doing something else, repairing a machine, well, it'll shut off for you. So that way, you know, in the morning you don't wake up, go to your pliers drawer and notice that you forgot to put away your borescope. Well, with automatic shut off, leave it at 5 minutes. Language, of course, you got different various languages. Date and time, and then of course Wi-Fi. You can connect to Wi-Fi, and you can also display this on your phone. So I'm not gonna do it here. I'm actually recording with my phone, so I wouldn't be able to anyways. You can format the whole thing. You can also format your SD card, default settings, and the version. So that's about it. You gotta be very careful when installing it. I'll zoom in here, but see this little pin? This pin will connect to that red dot. You have to make sure that is all lined up. I'm gonna go ahead and move the case because it's kind of in the way. So this little opening has to connect to that red dot, like that. Once it is connected, as you can see, the camera lights up. But also make sure that you lock it in place. And for demonstration purposes, we are going to be looking inside of this high flow hydraulics kit. Nothing wrong with it. We're just going to peek inside of areas where we aren't able to peek inside of. So just anywhere where the camera can fit in, basically. Look at the connectors, make sure nothing's leaking, right? So typical diagnosis, we're gonna go ahead and insert the camera, and I'll kind of show you what some of the features are. So here we're looking at this screen here, and sorry, again, I wish the cable was a lot shorter. It does add a little bit of weight to this whole unit, but you guys kind of can see what's going on. There's a light button here. If you need to dim the light, let's say it's way too bright, you can press this. There's like 3 modes and an off. So if you need to save battery life, if you got low battery and you need to check something real quick, you can run it really low. If you're getting too much shine, you can turn it down really low. If you don't really need the flashlight, or if you're using a separate flashlight, then you can turn the camera flashlight off to, again, conserve battery. Also, here is where you take pictures. You'll hear a little snapshot. Same thing with video. You can click the button if you're in video mode, and right here on the bottom left corner where my thumb is, you'll see that it's recording. You just hit the circle button here again, and it'll stop recording. You can go through your gallery. You can see all the pictures and videos that you've taken, show it to a customer, upload it, whatever you got to do with it. It has camera on the front, camera on the left, and camera on the right. So you hold this button here, which you would record it with. If you hold it, see on the top, it says camera B. That is pointed towards the right. Now, if we hold it again, it's going to do the left camera, so the left side. And as you can see, we're on camera C. Now, again, if we hold it, it'll give us A and B. So pretty cool, huh? Camera A and B. Uh-oh. I did not do anything. Well, that was unexpected. Oh, I see what's going on. So because of the weight here, it's disconnecting somewhat. So I have to kind of hold it up. But anyways, you get camera A and B. And I'm going to try to switch modes without it glitching on me. I just took a picture. We hold it. Now it'll show you camera A and C. So the front facing and the left camera. I wish it had A, B, and C. However, as soon as you're going from A, C, it goes all the way back to A. So you get A, B, C, and then A and B, and A and C. All right, looking at a Craftsman T1600 riding lawnmower, let's inspect the transmission. So we're gonna go in here and just peek at it, see if there's any debris. Yep, we got some debris in there that probably should be removed. We're gonna go ahead and switch modes since we are looking at a straight angle camera. We're gonna switch modes and just see what else is around there. As you can see, a lot of debris, a lot of corrosion. Let's go ahead and switch it up. Oh, see, that's just one thing I got to remember to do, is to hold it. So now we're looking at the, looks like the starter solenoid over there. go back to our other camera and just looking around, seeing if we see anything unusual. Maybe even go to the multi-camera. Just look around. Our belt looks like it needs to be replaced for sure. So that's just a quick preview of the NTS700 inspection camera, or Borescope, digital Borescope, whatever you want to call it, made by Teslong. You can find this on Amazon. They go for about $250. Sometimes they're on sale. But keep in mind that you want to make sure that you order it with the right length cable, because if you get one that's too short, or if you get one that's too long, you're going to run into those issues that I'm having where I have to zip tie it because it's too long for the applications that I use it for. And I use it for small engine repair, just checking, you know, for any leaks through areas where I can't really have access without removing panels. So if you don't want to, you know, remove panels, you can just drill a hole or have a little access port to where the camera will fit in. It's pretty slim, so it'll get into some really tight areas. So, but again, checking for cylinder, scoring, all that stuff for small engine repair, this would be perfect. Perfect for you automotive guys that are repairing engines, you know, diesel mechanics, whatever you are. This isn't really like a full-blown review of it. I'm just kind of doing my first impressions and what I think about it. And so far, I really like it. I like that it has the HD 1080p display. That is like a game changer for me, because sometimes you'll see those Borescopes that they only have 720p. So 1080p, really nice smooth display. And you also have 3 cameras. So you got one in the front, one on the left, and one on the right. And it will also tell you, oh, I think I didn't mention, but when you're switching modes, it also illuminates a flashlight on that camera. So that's just something I didn't share with you. So on camera B, see that flashlight? You can also change the brightness. So if we want to switch it to camera C, this one, we got it switched over to camera C. We just click our flashlight there, and it has 3 modes. Of course, it's not as powerful as the flashlight in the front on the main camera. So if you have any questions about the Teslong NTS700 Borescope, if you want to see it more in action, please consider subscribing. I'll have more videos about it later in the future. Just kind of like a 3-month, 6-month update, just letting you guys know how it's holding up and how I've been enjoying it, or not enjoying it, that is. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I know it's kind of boring, but hey, if you want to see this product in action, I hope that this video helped, because there's not a lot of videos when I checked about this product. So hopefully this video kind of covered something, maybe a question that you had and you needed to watch a video about it. I know it was kind of basic. It wasn't that long. Hey, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below, and I'll try my best to answer them. Thank you again so much for watching. Take care. God bless you, and we'll see you in the next one.